Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I know it's been a minute, but we're going to get right back into it. There's going to be H2M footage in the background because fuck Activision. You know, this is not the original version of H2M. It's like kind of a scuffed re-upload on GitHub. The servers don't really work, but the private matches do. So I've been playing a bit of that lately. You should check out, however, the Horizon MW mod. It's the same as H2M, but they're actively working on patching the game and getting servers set up. Anyway, the Black Ops 6 beta came and went, and it's kind of just mid as usual. And to be honest, I think I'm approaching like burnout on playing COD just a little bit. You know, I think what I want to do with the channel is, for the better, make some changes with the content, starting with this video. So in this video, we will be running down a few things. We're running down the Black Ops 6 beta, miscellaneous COD leaks, Ubisoft crashing and burning, and how these like coddled DEI developers and those who defend them are making the industry slowly crash. And I was mentioning this in my last video about how like games suck now. This is why. All right, so Black Ops 6, it feels like Modern Warfare 2019 year 4, essentially. And before anyone says that I'm only saying that because I'm a hater or that I suck, I literally got played the game and top fragged in a lobby full of TTV nerds. So shut up. I'm saying this because Treyarch is using the same engine now as everyone else. It used to be that every studio that worked on COD had their own branch of the engine dating back to the original game from 2003. This allowed Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer Games to have a somewhat unique feeling game that aligned with their own game design philosophies. Now these games have become what is essentially content sludge in order to keep the free-to-play Warzone mode chugging along. And yes, I suppose the Omni movement gimmick is cool for like 5 minutes, then you realize holding a power position and just ADSing and hitting your shots is still how you win the game. Another complaint I have, the third-person animations, they're jank as hell. Supposedly this is being patched. The spawns, they're utter shite. Again, since 2003, this franchise has been around, and devs still can't figure out spawns on the first iteration of a map. Really not much to say other than that. It's kind of just another modern Call of Duty multiplayer. And I'm also disappointed, really, from what I've seen with round-based zombies. I was under the impression that we would be going back to the game design and feel of Black Ops 3, but really it's just more Cold War, which had to have, you know, Warzone bullshit all over it in order to get like new people on and invested into the mode. Supposedly there's a classic mode in the game files, but that could be very well left over from Black Ops 4. Campaign, there's no early access this year after Modern Warfare 3 disappointed everyone, so that really doesn't bode well for Treyarch's confidence in the mode. Too long didn't watch. I'm not buying this. Not buying this game at launch, waiting for a sale, honestly. And it might be the best to do it that way because by then, you know, you might have some content, because with these new CODs since 2019, it's the DLC is free, but you gotta wait for a while and it's gotta be patched in and there's gonna be bugs. And so I think it's, for this game, for how I feel about the franchise, it's better to just wait for a sale. Next, let's rapid fire some leaks I've had stored away for what might have been like a full video on their own, but I'm just going to save time and go through these real quick. Outbreak mode is not coming back until much later. It will use the next big map in Warzone, now tentatively titled Avalon, and we won't see Avalon for a while because they still have to bring back Verdansk, which did get delayed and will not be coming with the Black Ops 6 Warzone integration. Instead, at COD Next, they announced it would return to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Warzone, much like Fortnite OG, you know, trying to recreate that success. But I'll tell you what isn't successful lately, and that's Ubisoft. Their stock price has plummeted into the ground lately due to their DEI hiring practices. Their next flagship game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, has been delayed to the spring of 2025. In the wake of the announcement, the CEO stated, "Our goal is not to push any specific agenda." And this is coming from the people who literally formed Sweet Baby Incorporated, so very believable. You know, I think Mr. Lee's response to the announcement says what we're all thinking. Just delay it forever. Nobody wants to play as a black dude killing Asians in feudal Japan. We see that enough in San Francisco. True, by the way. Does anyone remember that like astroturfed hashtag Stop Asian Hate thing? It had an emoji and everything based on this image. Wait, Appy hate? What the fuck's an Appy? Anyway, that game is gonna bomb, and so is Ubisoft's supposed COD killer XDefiant. Latest from Tom Henderson paints a picture of the game falling behind expectations when it comes to both player numbers and revenue. The game risks a total shutdown if player numbers and spending does not increase by Season 3, which, you know, is when Black Ops 6 will be in full swing with all their seasonal content, which arrives at a much faster rate than XDefiant. And of course, the devs have to chime in and hailing the copium. Oh, the game is dying, trust us. You know, that's always a good sign when that needs to be communicated to what few players are left. And Ubisoft also capitulated, finally, and said that all Ubisoft games are coming to Steam on day one because nobody wants to use their dogshit launcher to play some Ubislop. So maybe a Steam launch will temporarily bring players in. The problem is the game is Ubisoft, you know? Players aren't going to stick around when it comes to Steam, and they haven't been sticking around on the other platforms because the game, like every modern Ubisoft game, is really just not that good at the end of the day. I mean, really all of this, like COD burnout, Ubisoft failing, it all comes back to one thing: DEI hiring practices, putting incompetent people in charge who check certain boxes for race and sexuality, but not much else. Nothing really that can help make good games. We've seen this very recently with the bombing of Concord. You know, Sony poured millions into this safe, diverse, inclusive Firewalk Studios headed by people like John Weenie Skeet here, and got nothing in return as the game was shut down after less than 2 weeks. And of course, the copium must flow from game industry nerds like Jason Schreier, who insists the game's failings come from an oversaturated market of hero shooters. By the way, an unreleased Valve hero shooter is one of the most popular games in the world right now. So yeah, really oversaturated market there, Jason. Idiot. Of course, this is the same person who refused to cover the Bill Cosby grape room until he could shill his book, which gives the full story, many years and many women molested later. But he'll be the first to tell you that anime women being attractive is like pedophilia or something. He also wants every game studio to be as diverse as Firewalk Studios. If your studio has one too many white people, that's not heckin' wholesome chungus enough for Jason. Regardless, we're not going to see change about all this stuff until you stop giving these idiots money. Pirate, steal, watch a Let's Play. It doesn't matter. Most of these new games are movies anyway. But that's going to be all from this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about mixing up the content outside of Call of Duty. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and have a nice day.